Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Mystical Manga Tarot deck. Okay, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like around my Star Fam. As it's a general read, it might not resonate with everyone. If not to worry, I've got plenty other readings posted. Feel free to have a look through my channel. I'm sure you'll find a reading that will resonate with your situation. Okay. Alright, so, first card's out. We have quite a few. So we've got the Hierophant, Major Arcana card. Could be, I believe, Virgo, although nothing is sign or gender specific. The next card we've got out is a Nine of Cups. And then we've got the Three of Swords. And we've got the Seven of Wands. Right. The Eight of Cups. Sorry, guys. And then the Five of Wands. Okay. Bear with me just a second. Actually, move these down a bit so I can... All right, just bear with me, guys, while I take this all in. Okay, so at first glance, this kind of feels like somebody wants to do something and they're getting some resistance, facing some resistance. Now, this could be a relationship, a job, or some kind of a life choice. Okay, taking it from the beginning though. First card we've got out is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, Major Arcana card, and it's usually dealing with, it could be religion, as a Hierophant, also known as the priest in some decks, or the Pope in some decks. So this could be this could be a religious sacrament, higher spirituality, as well as this could be the card of institution, so like the institution of religion, or like an institution of like a university, you know what I mean? Could also kind of be a corporation, but some kind of institution, corporation kind of thing. But, it's also like higher level, so higher level of spirituality. It could also be higher learning. Could also be confessions and ceremonies as well, because the Hierophant, as you can see, he's got these two people kneeling before him and some kind of blessing, it looks like. You know what I mean? So I kind of get the feeling, and again, this could also be like, ceremony, so this could be like marriage as well too, right? But whatever it is, whether it is like a new job, or if you do plan on going back to school, or if this is like someone you want to get married to, I kind of feel like that is the situation, that is the choice, right? And it's something that makes you very happy, because with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. As you can see, this person, they've got these, thinking about how happy they are with their 9 cups in the air floating above them. And I mean, like, look at that face. Happiness, peace, serenity. So this is usually about being emotionally fulfilled. And kind of, for me, it's like a solo emotional fulfillment. I mean, this could come up when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Or just, I mean, like, it could deal with relationships as well too, but this is more you being happy in yourself with whatever relationship. You know what I mean? But this is genuine. This is generally like usually about something, happiness from within, some kind of happiness, like a solo happiness. So something that makes you happy. You know what I mean? Sort of like how like the Nine of Pentacles is about like being happy and enjoying the fruits of your labor, but like doing it solo kind of thing. This is kind of like the similar kind of vibe where it's like emotional fulfillment, but you know, something that's within yourself, something that's like a personal, emotional fulfillment. So whatever this is, if this is like a new course, a new job, or if this is you getting married, this is a decision that makes you happy. Okay. However, I get the feeling that maybe it's not exactly the same for the people around you, as in the people around you are not as happy for you as you want them to be, and that is a cause of some kind of heartbreak. And the reason I say that, because I mean, obviously we've got the Three of Swords here, and that is a card of being disappointment, being sad, heartbreak, that kind of thing. But at the same time, I feel like because you've got these two cards, and they're basically cards of resistance. You've got the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about you know, having to defend yourself, having to defend a position. As you can see, this person's at like the top of a hill, you know, and he's having to take a defensive stance against, you know, these people, you know, that are trying to kind of get to him. You know what I mean? So this is kind of like having to defend your position, your stance, your beliefs, your decisions. You know what I mean? Sorry, saying that as well, there could be also an element of maybe this resistance that you're facing is all in your mind, and it could be that you are making things harder for yourself. Again, because I say that there are 6 people holding these 6 wands, but you know, again, it's the 6 people aren't actually depicted, so as far as we know, there might not actually be 6 people there. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that there are. And the reason I say that is because, again, we've got the Five of Wands as well, too. And the Five of Wands is usually about competition, arguments, petty squabbles. So you could have someone around you who's jealous of you. Again, having this feeling like they have to compete with you, because again, traditionally, the 5 is about competition. But at the same time, in this particular deck, the imagery here, I feel like you're being blocked from something, because as you can see, this person is trying to leave their town, city, whatever. But it's like they're being faced with resistance, you know, they're being halted at the gate, you know, so it's almost like someone is trying to stop you from moving forward with something. Because again, we've got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is about moving on. You know what I mean? It could be an emotional moving on, as well as it could be a physical one. And I kind of feel like in this instance, this is probably a physical move that you want to make. Again, and just being met with all kind of resistance, you know? So this heartbreak could be like your energy that you're disappointed that the people around you aren't as happy for you about this opportunity as you are for yourself. You know, that you were hoping people would be happy for you, but instead they're not. You know what I mean? And that could be what's causing some kind of conflict again, you know, and but you're wanting to defend your stance, your position, your ideas, your choices, you know, and that choice is to, you know, to walk away. It could be that you're having to leave home or make some kind of an actual physical move to be with a partner, you know, because again, we've got this walking away, starting to walk away, but it's like as soon as you get to the gates, it's like, no, where do you think you're going? You know what I mean? So I kind of get the feeling that somebody kind of wants to, someone's walking towards their 10 of Cups. You know, so it's like the situation that you're in right now, again, with the 8 of Cups, you see these 8 cups, they're full and they're all lined up, and it's great. 8s are great. You know what I mean? An 8 out of 10, fantastic. Can't be disappointed with that. But it's not a 10. You know what I mean? So it's like you're moving on from something that's not bad. Like, that's not a bad situation, but it's like you want more. You want more, you know? Again, with the Hierophant, that higher level. So it's almost like, okay, you're in, you know, you finished your bachelor's, for example, because again, Hierophant could be higher education as well. So it's like you've gotten your bachelor's, but now you're going to go back to school for your master's, you know, and because it's something that you thought about and you really want to do, and you thought that the people around you would be happy for you, except they're not. You know, they're not. And so you're having to defend your reasoning as to why you want to go, but it's like you're still constantly being faced with this resistance about it. All right, so things I want to clarify are the Three of Swords, and I also kind of want to clarify the Five of Wands. Also sort of want to clarify the Hierophant, but we'll come back to that because, again, it's like taking it as it resonates. Whatever the situation is, this, again, could be a marriage. This could be you going for a higher level of education. This could be, you know, again, this could be institutions or anything. So it's taking it how it resonates. But first ones I want to start with, the first clarifying I want to start with is the Three of Swords. So can you clarify this Three of Swords for me, please? Tell me a little bit more about this disappointment. Where is this disappointment coming from? Why? It's like they're going to miss you. They don't want to see you go. Could be that you going back to school is just going to jeopardize more of your time, and it means less time spent with them. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I ask the questions and I get the answers without the cards even needing to tell me, but let's see what they say. For some of you, that could be it's just like they don't want the distance. Four of Swords. Okay, so this is about rest, meditation, healing, but being quiet. Rest. Okay, let's see. Maybe they think that it's going to be too hard for you. Hang on, let's see if we can get a bit more clarity. Can you clarify this? Three of Wands, please. Three of Swords, please. Clarify the Three of Swords. Okay, Temperance. Okay, rest and then healing. Okay, can you clarify this Three of Swords, please? Just tell me a bit more about this Three of Swords. Just tell me more about this Three of Swords, please. All right, and then we've got the Two of Cups. Okay. All right, starting to kind of like become more clear. I kind of get the feeling that this is a relationship that you've only recently just healed. Let me just continue going. Anyways, we got the Two of Cups. So we got the Four of Swords, the Temperance, the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I get the feeling that, all right, so somebody wants to go back to school, somebody wants to take a new job, a higher paying job or something that you really want to do, but somebody in your life is disappointed. I think they're worried that once you leave, it's going to be over. You know what I mean? And this is a relationship. Again, this might not be a boyfriend or girlfriend. This could be like a very dear friend of yours, but somebody in your life who you wanted to be happy for you. So this could be a best friend. This could be a partner. This could be a family member. I'm kind of getting partner vibes with this. Kind of getting partner vibes with this. Hang on a second. Hold on. All right, for some of you, it's a partner who doesn't want you to go to take this job because they're worried that if you go, the distance will cause an end, you know, because we've got the Two, we've got the Four, which is rest. So, like, stay here and, like, heal or talk about it. Heal, Temperance is about balance. It's like they're trying to be happy for you. Whoa, I'm getting way too many. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Too many at once. Okay, so for some of you, this person is trying to be happy for you because we've got the Temperance, and the Temperance is about coming for emotional balance, you know, and then coming off of the Four of Wands. So Swords. So the Four of Swords is about rest and trying to find that balance within. You know what I mean? And I'm getting that because the way that she's got this sword right in front of her, you know, right down her center like this. It's kind of like balance, trying to balance out something in her mind. Same thing with the Temperance. This is about, like, for me, this is more of an emotional balancing, because the way that you've got this angel here, and she's pouring water from one jar into another, you know, so it's kind of like water being about emotions, and it could be some kind of a dialogue that needs to be had, you know, so it's like spilling my heart out from my mouth into your ear, from my heart into yours, you know what I mean? So it's like wanting to find some kind of a balance. I feel like this person is trying to be supportive up front. Like, if they're not openly disappointed, they might be like slightly, or they're trying not to be disappointed in front of you. Okay? I get the feeling that they're really trying not to be disappointed in front of you. You know what I mean? Because it's like they're trying to be happy for you and to not show the hurt, right? And I mean, this is your relationship. And then again, with the Six of Swords, is about moving on. This could actually be a physical move. You know what I mean? As well as it could be moving on to the calmer waters of your mind. So it's like, again, usually this would come out, you know, after you've had an argument and you guys are basically going back to your corners to kind of like calm down. You know what I mean? This could also be burying the hatchet as well. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling it's just you just want to move on from a hard conversation. You know, it's like you don't want to rest. Because again, swords being communication. So it's like you don't want to talk about it anymore. You want to cease, put the communication to a rest. And it's like you want to move on from this conversation. You know what I mean? So putting the conversation to a rest, kind of taking some time to heal, you know, your relationship status, you know what I mean? And then just kind of move on from the conversation. And maybe even bring this conversation to a close. This could be, again, with more swords, bringing a conversation to a close, as well as, man, I mean, this is so many layers and meanings. Again, this person is worried that you're basically going to leave and end everything with them. You know what I mean? I feel like they're worried about this distance, and they're worried about losing this relationship with you. If you go off to study, if you have to go, like, move to another city or whatever to study, or it's just something to do with distance and time, and they're worried that things will end. Okay, so for others of you, this is you moving on with your life. You might have recently married somebody, and this is an ex who's disappointed, who wanted to win you back, but now they realize that it's completely over because you've moved on. You know what I mean? And that could be the resistance. It's like they want you to stop and rethink, and what about us? Think about it. You know, we can heal, we can get back together kind of deal. And like put the past behind us, move forward, you know, and just like bring an end to like the fighting, and like, you know, start over new. Because again, even though this is technically, you know, it's usually traditionally a card about an ending, you know what I mean? Traditionally it's somebody on the floor and they've got 10 swords in their back, and it really signifies like something's definitely the end. You know what I mean? But with this one, you've got the dawn breaking. So it's like put an end to something completely and like face dawn of a new day kind of thing. For some of you. Taking it how it resonates, guys. All right, so that was clarifying the Three of Swords, although we might come back to that. I was going to say I wanted to clarify the Five of Wands, but now I understand. I don't think I need to clarify that anymore, because now I understand the resistance. Again, there might be some jealousy. Again, if this is an ex that you've long moved past from, but they haven't really gotten over you, and they still kind of were harboring some kind of a hope that the two of you might be able to rekindle things. But it's like now they realize that things are really, really over, now that things are gotten really serious. You know, when you're about to take your new relationship to a next level. Again, for some of you, it's a job that you want to take, or it could be like a degree, another higher learning degree that you want to take, but your partner is worried that they might lose you in the process because of the distance that is gonna come between the two of you. See, it was at the bottom of the moon card. Could be dealing with Cancer, although not gender or sign specific. But the moon is usually about like secrets, illusions, could be dreams, could also be having to choose a path between light and dark, so to speak, because these two wolves in the background. In this particular deck, these are two wolves, but traditionally one of them is a dog and one is a wolf, and it kind of represents having to choose between the wild side and the domestic side. You know what I mean? This could be secrets. Kind of get the feeling is this, for some reason, someone's deluding themselves. Who's the delusional ones? I don't know, I just kept hearing you're delusional. It could be, if this is an ex situation, that this ex person has just kind of like, deluded themselves into believing that you guys would get back together, but it's like now the truth is coming crashing down on them, because it's like they see that you're taking your relationship, your new relationship to another level, you know, and making it like official. Again, this could be a marriage, you know. Again, this is secrets. I get the feeling that this part of the reason why things didn't work out with your ex is because there was too much secrets, too much cloak and dagger stuff going on, too much sneaky behavior. I don't know if they cheated on you or not. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but there was some shady action going on. There was something shady about them and you just weren't having it, and so you were just like, nah, cutting loose. You know what I mean? And I get the feeling that this isn't a recent ex either. This isn't like we just broke up 2-3 weeks ago and now I'm with somebody new kind of ex. This is like we broke up like 4 or 5 years ago. I started dating my new girlfriend 3 years ago, you know, and now we're getting married, but you're still not over me. You're still deluding yourself into believing that we can still be together. Okay, that's for some of you. For those of you where it's a paranoid partner who thinks that if you take this job or if you go back to school, they're gonna lose you. I feel like, again, that's just them deluding themselves, but they're it's like they're working themselves up and like coming up with all of these like bizarre scenarios where, you know, you would just meet someone else and, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, they just feel really insecure. And it's like, they're just, what if this happens? What if he meets somebody and then he leaves me? And what if he finds somebody prettier than me or someone smarter than me? And what if, you know what I mean? And I'm getting that kind of like insecurity from this. Again, the moon card is the card that represents Cancer, and no offense, Cancers, but you guys can kind of like let your imaginations go a little bit too wild and then end up breaking your own hearts for no darn reason. You know what I'm saying? Sorry if you're feeling personally attacked, but, you know, it's true. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm getting this unnecessary worry. If, for those of you for whom this is a partner that's like, oh no, I'm scared if you're gonna go, you're gonna, you know, it's gonna be the end for us. But yeah. Weird situation, y'all. Weird situation. I mean, it's up to you what you're gonna do. I mean, there's only so much reassuring, defending your position, you know, and stopping to reassure this person, you know, that you're gonna be faithful. And for those of you where it's a crazy ex, I mean, like, I don't know. There just comes a point where you gotta cut the cord already, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, obviously, because you're done moving on. Anyways, before I close this out, I am going to grab an inspiring quote from the You've Got This deck. See if we can get any words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of support, words of inspiration for my Star Fam with regards to this spread. Let's see if we can get any words of wisdom, words of encouragement. Okay. So, to lead the orchestra, you must turn your back to the crowd. I'm sure if this is a situation where it's your partner, it's like, please don't say that out loud to them, because the last thing they need to hear is, oh no, you're turning your back on me. But like, you're not. You know what I mean? Like, you're not. I understand the frustration now, guys. I'm getting frustrated for you. All right. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. So it's like, just have faith. You know what I mean? This person needs to have faith in you. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. Okay, so what? There is a possibility that, you know, you can meet somebody while you're off on your course or on your new job or whatever. But equally, there's a possibility that they might meet somebody as well, too. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you're willing to dare to fail, as in putting this relationship, I don't want to say put the relationship on the line, because, I mean, honestly, there's no need for that if both of you were, like, properly, like, secure in yourselves and your love for each other and your relationship, then this wouldn't even be a question. But unfortunately, apparently, that be the case. You know what I mean? And then again, for those of you for whom it's like friends, family, whatever, who got you under the thumb, doesn't want you to leave for whatever reason, you know, feel like, oh, you're turning your back on the family or whatever, it's like, nah, I'm trying to, like, level up. So that I could get a better job, so I can earn a better living, so that I can take care of you lot better. You know what I mean? Again, I kind of feel like this is just going to come back down to communication. I know communication hasn't really been the easiest, and I can see that from here, from the amount of resistance that you're getting. You know what I mean? As well as just being blocked. And again, 5 being about arguments, competition, petty squabbles, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, I understand if you're meeting a lot of resistance, but I mean, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, logic. You know what I mean? Logic. All right, you guys. I think I am going to end this here. I hope this helped. If it did resonate, I hope it helped bring a little bit of clarity to your situation. You know, if you enjoyed this spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.